Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode of Harry Potter Wizards Unite. Today we are talking about a huge new data mine that has found a lot of information based on some of the future things that we're going to be seeing hopefully this month. So we'll be just going through those. Going through the article on Jibs Entertainment. So Jimmy Couturier has put all this together in a nice little small place to go through some of this. So this came from faithful data miners Viznemte, and it appeared that version 2.5, although preventing players from accessing the game at the time of writing this article, if you're a Samsung user, don't download, has a lot of features hidden under the hood. Again, like any leaks, they recommend reading this with extreme caution, as what was found leaked could potentially never be released or has been modified before release or release as it is. So take all this with a pinch of salt. Some of it, though, pretty guaranteed that we're going to be seeing this. The details on the Halloween event that we're going to be seeing at the end of this month. The title of the event will be Harrowing Halloween, and the description states that because in response to the Wizarding World's Halloween's celebrations, the Calamity has manifested Slytherin's Basilisk in a new Fortress Chamber. Engage with extreme caution. So it looks like we're finally going to be seeing the challenge section of your registry. We're going to be seeing the Basilisk coming in that. If you've been to challenges, you'll have noticed that you've got all the items that you can get, and then towards the end you've got these posters with things that I thought we would see these in fortresses and they would be part of special events. I thought we might see this at Wizards Unite Fan Festival. We didn't, but it looks like they're holding out for special events, and we're going to be seeing the Basilisk version, not actually displayed on that, but has been displayed in previous photos. So looks like that's where that's going to be, and we're going to get to fight a Basilisk. Whether it's going to be something that you're going to need a lot of people to take down, I'm unsure, but I feel like it will be something like that, something like you'd see in a raid. So maybe around the time of that event, make sure you got planned a date where you can meet up with people in your local area to take that down. Passport title that you get will be unlocked when successfully completing the event. Will be Breaker of Basilisks. Fortress Chamber, Harrowing Halloween Chamber is going to be what it's going to be called. Halloween task, and maybe more, but use dark art runes in fortresses and defeat so many amount of basilisks. So that looks like we're going to have a specific task. I think that there's going to be more than just one task towards like a Halloween event. With Wizards Unite, it was a long task with loads of different missions, but maybe this is just the kind of key one that we're going to have. Defeat so many basilisks, which means that we're going to be able to take down this fortress numerous times, not just the once, and save up your dark arts runes to be able to take down fortresses. Don't be using them up just yet. Now the next bit of news that we've got is something which I've been waiting for in Wizards Unite, and a lot of us probably expected this straight from the off, which is a gift feature. Just like in Pokemon Go, if you're familiar with it, you're able to gift items to people as in little packages that each day that you can open up. So gifts are packages. The details on this are gifts are packages, useful items that you can send to your friends via owl post. They may contain rare potion ingredients, spell energy, rune stones, and even foundables. And find gifts by dining at inns, harvesting greenhouses, and completing wizarding challenges. So it looks like you're not just spinning inns to be able to get them like we would in Pokemon Go, or in raids you can get them from when you spin them, but also greenhouses and completing wizarding challenges. So you can send a limited number of gifts each day, and a friend must open your gift before you can send them another one. In Pokemon Go, I believe is it 20? I think it's 20. If not 20, it's 30, but I'm pretty sure it's 20 gifts you can send in a day. And it looks like you're going to be able to open or send 20 a day, which people can open. If you've got 3 on your friends list, make sure you go away now and add people. If you want to add me, I haven't added anybody for a long time, since the very beginning of the game, but I'll show you my friend code if you haven't already. So it's 6441 9568 6029. You can copy it and send a friend request, and I will add anybody who sends it. So it looks like probably you're going to be able to get a gift and then send it to somebody. Whether you're whether there's like a leveling system in that, so you build up your friendship more and more, is yet to be seen within the data mine. But I'd imagine they would put something just like Pokemon Go. The gift feature is going to be just massively welcomed, but personally, I feel they also have to make changes to this Ministry ID. I want to be able to see my friends' pictures. I want to be able to show off my own picture. I want to see people's stats and be able to compare to their stats. Not great. That is just this fake stats which doesn't match up, and it's inconsistent on different people's. Yeah, I feel like that update definitely needs to address that, along with a lot of other bugs in the game at the moment. So currently I find it really frustrating when I level up a rank and it crashes every time it gets to 100. That's annoying. Sometimes when you pull out of an inn, it crashes. There's a lot of crashes in the game, which I feel like, you know, it's been a long time coming. I appreciate you probably get more and more glitches as things go along, but I feel like when you go to play different games and you find that there's no glitches in them, it really makes you appreciate how good it is to have a game that's non-glitch free. But also it becomes a little bit more frustrating when you play a game that you have to constantly shut and then open again. Just put my 2 cents on that. Right, so players also have a chance to obtain gifts from completing these different actions, as we said. But according to Visnemti's finding, there will be currently 3 types of gifts. So in Pokemon Go, you only have 1 type, but we're going to be getting either an energetic gift box, which rewards spell energy, a herbal gift box, which will reward ingredients, and an ancient gift box, which will award rewarding runestones. Now, logic would suggest that you would get each of those from in Greenhouse Wizarding Challenge. Would make sense that you could potentially work at Wizarding Challenges to get some of those runestones to be able to gift to people, if that's more what people would want. And imagine, unless ingredients contain a Rumpant Horn, the spell energy and the runestones are going to be the most important thing. The runestones probably being first place there. Next, we have some new tasks. So, according to Visnemti's finding, there would be reportedly a new wave of tasks, SOS tasks, coming to Wizards Unite, but nothing indicates whether these will come with version 2.5.0. This is something that's definitely needed because most of us by now will probably have completed our SOS tasks, and they were a really fun part of the game to slowly progress. I like it when games regularly update these challenges, tasks that you have to do just on the side, that give you some rewards along the way. Now, we don't get huge rewards of coins, 10 a day, which if you compare to Pokemon Go when it first came out, and I think you could get like 100 coins a day, it's pretty low. So it's nice to have these challenges that just give you another way of rewarding them on top of what you already get. As we can see there's a list of different challenges. We won't go through them all, but it looks like that's the amount that we're probably going to get. Difference between earning, sometimes placing runestones, sometimes placing things you're visiting challenges, and completing certain things and tasks. Finally, it's Visnemti also reportedly was able to recreate 2 different variants of the Dark Witch as follows. So 2 different variants of the Dark Witch. And there's reportedly no indication of how and when these would be available, but they will be introduced during #DarkArts month. 2.5.0 patch notes stated that Wizarding Challenges, huge change, personally really excited about this, is that challenge lobby experiences, if you're in a chamber with other players, you can now tap ready to let your team know when you're ready to join the fight. Likewise, you will now see when other players are ready to start the challenge. Best bit, as a solo player, you are now able to skip past the timer by tapping start and being dropped straight into the chamber. This is going to be so much quicker to take down runestones, which already take quite a long time. Now when you're waiting 20 seconds in a lobby to do it, it becomes a little bit like you got nothing to do as a solo player. You probably find something to do, but it takes a little bit too long for me, and that is a great feature to add it into the game. Greenhouses are always now provide spell energy alongside with ingredients. Definitely a really exciting change, because greenhouses are usually situated next to fortresses. So in my area, definitely, there's like every single fortress, but the closest 5 have a fortress and a greenhouse. And when you just keep getting ingredients, it's really annoying. But so consistent spell energy will make it a lot easier to stay there without losing too much energy. Photo mode also added the golden snitch foundable. Not too exciting, but pretty cool. When using Dawdle Draft, you will now see a pop-up when the potion prevented an encounter from fleeing. And that's a really cool change. So usually, you don't see the effectiveness of Dawdle Draft. But now when, statistically the odds would have fled had you not had it, now it'll tell you whether the Dawdle Draft prevented it from leaving. That's a cool change. Ministry ID portrait, house specific items will now be grouped together. Tap on the Gryffindor house items to see items for other Hogwarts houses. Lenses and frames rewarded will now be grouped together as well. And then finally, general, they added download essential assets to the settings menu for users with limited device storage. Choosing the option will download some of the game's assets ahead of time, but will not download all of the game assets that might be not necessary to run the game, and reduce the amount of data that you download stuff with. Remember, they moved the badge red dot from download assets in the settings as well. Thank you very much. So for people who couldn't download the assets because they didn't have enough space on their phone, that red dot must have been slightly annoying. So they changed that, and I think that's going to help people who, by now, limited space. If you've got, a good amount of space, then you're going to have a really modern phone. The S10 has plenty of space, and so it doesn't become a concern. But if I was on my S8, that would become a real annoyance of download assets. Okay, now I need to go through my phone, delete apps, delete photos that I've taken. Whereas the S10, you don't need to worry about doing that every time you get a new download assets. And with that, you lose some of the things that you've taken and you maybe would have wanted to leave on your phone for things that you don't use on a regular basis but still need. And parting words, as stated earlier, any leaks, obviously, they recommend reading with extreme caution. But I think all of these sound realistic, that they will actually be coming in future updates. They're things that are expected to come. And just to kind of confirm the Dark Witch and things, we've got the Dark Arts. They sent a newsletter around, and that showed us a Dark Witch and also a Dark Ministry official, asking us to save the dates that we already knew about, and a picture of the Basilisk on Harrowing Halloween quest. Use selfies, lens stickers and frames coming, and remember, if you tweet, remember to use the hashtag #DarkArtsMonth. I think that they've handled Halloween really well. Really excited for this month. There's a lot of happening, which I felt like last month there wasn't too much happening. Two brilliant events. The Community Day I'm really excited for. Sadly, next week I am actually away at Gamescom thing that's going on, so I'll be there all day. And it's not likely, I'm not going to be able to get to use my whole bus for 3 hours and get so much XP, which there's going to be a great opportunity to do so. And it looks like I'm going to be relying on walking around a lot, but also using my trace detection potions to be able to draw some encounters in. Remember, this thing is 5 times XP for Dark Arts. If you get a severe threat, Horned Serpent or Fluffy, or 3-headed dog, from one of your trace detection potions, that's 5,000 XP with a Buffio Brain Elixir. That's pretty cool. And we haven't been through Community Day on the channel yet, but what we will get is increase in oddities, Wizarding XP, and Buffio's Brain Elixir. Cut! Now, we haven't mentioned Community a Day, which we have the details on. So we have free access to 1 tonic potion, spell energy potion ingredients. I recommend having 6 tonic potions so that you can use them consistently for the 3 hours. And for the duration of the event, spell energy will not appear on the map like it did in previous events, which is a little bit of a shame. They will have an increased spawn for werewolves, vampire, and doxies oddity traces on the map. So make sure to kind of clear out all the things that you need other than those on your oddities so that you can either line up that prestige or have some of that free, so you're going to get a good use out of that. They're going to give 3 times, or it's not 5 times, 3 times Wizarding XP from oddities only. So that'll be 3,000 XP if you get a severe trace, emergency trace. Tonic will only reveal werewolves, vampire, and doxies, so nothing else. Oh crap, so you're not actually going to be able to get any severe emergency threats from that. That's a real shame that it'll only reveal them, because to be honest, they're not what I hugely need now. I'm seeing doxies every day now. Leprechauns are harder to find than doxies right now. And centaurs are what I need, not werewolves and vampires. I need to go on a night out, but to find them, but I'm struggling in England to find a clear night. Bruffia's Brain Elixir though, this is pretty huge. Brewing time will reduce to 30 minutes with an additional 50% bonus on Master Notes. That means you're going to be able to brew 12 within the period of the whole of the event. Increased spell energy will also be given from sponsored ins. Usually they'll give an extra like 10 energy, well 10 energy every time you spin it. In other words, Bruffia's Brain Elixir can get to 50 minutes if you use your if you buy the Rent Cauldron as well. That means you're going to be able to get even quicker on that. So I definitely recommend save up your ingredients for your Bruffia's Brain Elixir. I did a greenhouse and full spell to be able to get plenty of leaping toadstools. So you can see there I'm going to be able to brew 5, but I'm going to get a couple of more. I think I'm going to rent a cauldron out as well. I've got a greenhouse that I'm hopefully going to get today, and with that I will hopefully get what I need. See what I'm saying? Doxies, doxies, doxies. No leprechauns now. It's going to get to the end of this and I'm going to have 100 doxies, and then the event's going to go. That'll be slightly annoying when doxies have been so rare for so long. Apart from that, I think that's pretty much everything. Just some general advice to what I said. Bruffia Brain Elixir, Tonic. Make sure you've got those in good abundance. Apart from that, make sure you fill up your spell energy, and just your usual general tips for Community Day you can find there from Jibs of Entertainment. Always a good source of information. But that is everything for this one. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. A lot of information that we've had, and I said I'm going to be doing like the key updates, the main updates that come out around the game. So hopefully you've enjoyed this. If you have, please hit the like button and hit subscribe if you want to keep up to date with future content and information. That's all from me. See you guys soon.